I'm lucky enough to have somehow baffled them into coming on the show. So let's welcome My Juliet, everybody. How's it going, boys? How are you? Yeah. So what do you guys? Do you guys have practice today? I finally wrangled you guys in after practice or something?
We had some recording to do today.
Perfect.
It actually went really well.
Excellent. So you guys are in the process of doing an EP or an album right now, correct?
Yeah, an EP right now. Yeah.
Well, it's an album. It's an EP, basically.
Well, yeah. An album, an EP. It's all the same. An EP is shorter. It does, But the fact of the matter is you guys are recording artists. You guys are playing out. You guys are doing a lot of great things, and I felt you guys should be amongst all the great bands in the area, man. You guys seem to be doing really well. So
it's like cartoon rock. We never know what we're doing, but eventually we're still going to live through it.
Exactly. Well, I can't wait to talk to you. I can't wait to talk to you more. I've seen some things that you've said lately that I want to dive into because I find it very interesting. But can I get everybody to kind of say who they are? So let's start from left to right. Who do we got here for the listener, the audience?
When you say left, you mean your left?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll say my left. So I think I can just say for certain Jerry's on my left. So let's start with Jerry. This is Jerry Johnson. And then let's go down the list so that everybody can kind of meet you guys.
All right.
I'm Jerry.
Okay.
I'm Dumb and Doug.
I'm Ray. Avatar. I don't really exist.
You don't exist. Now I'm convinced you guys are vampires. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I think that the band is just a front for you guys to really get up.
Well, no one knows because we know where to hide the bodies.
That's right.
We are more divine now.
So you guys have been playing out and you guys have been doing a lot of stuff, but I've seen Ray in particular has been saying some stuff that I thought really was I like bravo to you for coming out and saying it, the things that the rest of us aren't saying, which is we're kind of tired of these club owners and these bar owners and stuff expecting the band to do all the heavy lifting. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Things have changed in the last.
Well, the thing, the bar owners, I mean, I get it. It's all about bottom line. But I come from a management perspective and I'm like, I know what you're paying for things. So stop giving me the bullshit. Yeah. If you're in a business, each business needs to get paid.
Right.
Yeah. And band is a business.
Oh, it absolutely is. And anyone who says it isn't is a fool or has never been in a band before and run a band that gets paid, right? It's a business. Yeah. Promoting all the money you have into gear. It's the clothes you wear. It's everything you do. It's just a little bit more about that business. And you guys are a 5-piece, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so a 5-piece is, I mean, that's a lot of moving parts, especially for, I don't know who your business guy is. Or who is the guy in your band that kind of reels everybody in?
Well, I would say I reel everybody in and I piss them off all at the same time. Yeah. I just kind of do my thing, and if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, they're gonna let me know. Yeah. So
the big thing about this band is we all work kind of together on everything. There's not a one man, leader with the Superman cape. Everybody works together, figures out the cogs of the machine, like
right there.
Everything works as a machine, and we're probably one of the best well-oiled ones as far as what we know what's going on.
Yeah,
we're pretty open and honest with each other, which is a good thing.
We keep it real.
You need that. So you guys have all been playing music for a long time, though, right? I mean, a lot of you guys have been hammered out since like the 80s and stuff, haven't you?
36 years for me. I was in my first touring band at 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what about the rest of you guys? Like, give me an idea how long you guys have been playing out.
I first started playing, music when I was in elementary school. I started with violin at first, which is usually what some kids will start out with, depending on grade. 4th graders in high school started with violin, wood instruments. And then in 5th grade, it was like, you can do percussion, you can do trumpets, trombones, whatever the hell has you. And I started playing bass guitar when I was like 16 years old, and that pretty much stuck a little bit more. I wanted more than just classical music.
Okay, but just to let you know, skin flute is his thing, and as long as you got good lubrication, he's awesome at it. right?
Every band needs that member of the band too. You know, it works out in case people are upset or, you know, having a bad day. It doesn't hurt, right?
My first CD release was in 1994. So
Mhm. Well, and you know, Jerry, you play lead for the band, correct?
correct.
Yeah. And so, I mean, you've been, you know,
I
I've been in bands with you, and we all try, you know, see some of us, you know, I try to play lead, but then I see guys like Jerry rip in, and then I just, I go throw my instrument in the trash when I go home, you know. Jerry's a really good guitar player for anybody who doesn't know. Jerry's
When
very
I
good.
first met Jerry, he was our bass player in a band that I started called Peter Panic.
Right.
And
Mhm.
I got to be honest with you, it's such a haze. I barely remember.
I don't think
I mean,
I was the rhythm player.
yeah.
I was-
Forgive me, my cat just decided he wanted to be part of it.
Gino.
That's all right.
Sam. But yeah, we got together over COVID, and I'm like, man, I want to really do something, and I want to have some fun, do some recording. We had no idea what was going on,
Right.
and we recorded our first single, and it was actually kind of bombastic because we got great reviews over something that really didn't get a whole lot of hits, because you know, you put it out, who gives a shit? I mean, who really gives a hell about the bands that aren't signed? You know, so you've got it on Spotify. So what? I haven't made enough to fucking buy a pizza. You know.
It's on all major streaming platforms.
You know.
Well, that's
So-
the problem right now as a musician, as recording artists, as we're making such a fraction of a penny of everything. It's a slap in the face and it's disgusting. But it's also like there's so many people out there making music right now in their basements, in their bedrooms. It's a great time to be a musician, but it also sucks for the cream, you know, to try to rise to the top a little bit. And but you know, you guys will get there. I mean, I've listened to, you know, you guys stuff, and it sounds like you guys are, you know, on the upper echelon of some of us basement rockers, you know, and different things. You guys are doing well.
We're not trying to be anything. We're just
Yeah.
being us.
Exactly.
You know, we're having fun. And if you're not having fun with it, go home.
You're in the wrong field if you're not
You know,
having fun.
I mean,
We really didn't want to be classified either, but they put us in a glam
Yeah.
well,
classification.
and that's okay because we're pretty, right? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Good for you guys. The rest of us schlubs, you know, we don't have nothing to fall back on.
Lucky enough to play with a lot of good acts over the summer, and you know,
Yeah, we had a really good summer. I think what we opened up for. Oh geez, God, there's so many of them. What was the big one that we did? That was.
I just know I got my ass whooped every show. So
Yeah.
He talks about himself all
He,
the time.
he says that, but we all got our ass whipped because
It is
most of
good.
the bands that we played with were far better than us. The difference was we just didn't give a shit, and we had fun, and everybody loved us.
that's right.
You know, and
That's the key.
I'm grateful for that because, you know, if you're not having fun, get out.
That's how you do it, sink or swim. But we love to entertain. We love to be on stage. That was our thing. We are addicted to that stage, you know. So we
Right.
try to get up there any way we could.
Addicted to the rush.
And we got a little out of control, and that's why we haven't released our songs, is because we were so busy.
Yeah, we booked way too many shows. This album should have been out long time ago,
Yeah.
but
Everybody's got day jobs. Everybody's trying to put this together and trying to rehearse, you know, and all this other stuff. So
my theory is if we played throughout the summer, we'd become a better band. And guess
Right.
what? It worked.
It worked.
It worked. Yeah, it worked great. So, am I disappointed the album's not out yet? Yeah, because I wanted it to be out, but it's a give and take, you know.
Right. Well, you don't
And-
want to
and-
rush it, right? I mean, you guys are putting in your time. You guys are all I'm sure you all have families, things going on, jobs like Jerry said. It's not easy. And that's the side that people don't see about musicians, especially now, is that most musicians, it's kind of like professional wrestlers, you know. These guys at the end of the day still go home to their families and all this stuff. But then they put their life on the line and they do all this stuff for the music, for the love of the music. It sounds like you guys are having fun and doing it for the love, right?
It's
Pretty
true.
much, yeah.
And then I go upstairs and I cry under my Christmas tree that's been setting up for the last year and a half, you know, because nothing's in the way I want it. But, you know.
Well, we pretty much run the way Lenny spoke when he was talking about stage performers and stuff like that. We said, when you go on stage, they don't want to see your neighbor up there. They want to see something immaculate, something, you know, really transcending power and, you know, charisma and stuff like that. He goes, if you're going to be the guy next door, then, you know, you're not going to make the cut as far as that goes. It's all about pushing up to the next level.
Exactly.
Well,
and another thing I saw Ray, what Ray said was, you know, some of these people need to kind of do better, you know, like there's a lot of people playing out, but like really put on a show. And I think that is very much key.
Right? Part, but you expect the bar to do their part, but you also have to do your part also.
Yeah.
You know, and that means bring it. That means
Well, I mean, I want
advertise.
people,
It means try to get people involved. That means,
and not to interrupt you, but
entertain.
I want people to enjoy a show. I don't want them to come and see a guy in blue jeans and t-shirts. And that's okay for a lot of bands. There are a lot of bands that can do that, but they're different kinds of bands.
So that's not who we are.
That's not who we are. And that's not what we want to portray. And I want people to come and go, oh wow, they look the part, they play the part, and I want to make our crowd part of the show.
Right.
So I get out and I do my thing, and I'm putting the microphone in front of their faces. I'm doing all I can just to make sure that the people that come to see us get what they came for. I mean, they didn't pay a cover, or maybe they did pay $5. Good for them, you know. Good for us.
We want to make that $5 really big.
But I just want everybody to be happy when I'm done.